G'day everybody. I want to talk about Israel and the Iron Dome and how things are getting out of hand in my perspective and what I believe Israel may be doing and the consequences of certain things. Now when it comes to the Iron Dome, it protects Israel. The Iron Dome is supplied by America, right, with the rockets and launches. So without America, they won't really have a good supplied Iron Dome, right? No rockets, no Iron Dome. But because Americans are supplying them with the Iron Dome, they feel invincible, right? As their enemies now can't retaliate and make Israel change their minds on the actions they do. Only America can, because they're the ones giving them the weapons. So in the end, America is attacking them, right? That's how the other bad guys will see it too. So when they retaliate in another form, which I'll explain to you just off the top of my head, and war tactics can come in many forms and they will retaliate. And we're in today where we have more technology, so it won't be the same as the last times, right? Just like Israel using their benefit of the Iron Dome and America's wealth to supply it, right? And so they're attacking full on why they've got this Iron Dome and the Americans supplying them, because everything might come to an end. And so they're hitting hard, breaking laws, doing this, doing that. As long as the Americans support them, they will do that. They're pretty much being, in some case, people could see that they're being Americans' hitman country, right? The fallout guy, right? But they won't stop coming for America. You want to know why America gets such a bad name? They don't have to do the work. They just have to supply the weapons, like a gun salesman. Why do we have shows about gun salesmen and how people think of them, and they pretty much have blood money, right? So when it comes to America, everyone hates America because they supply an enemy that has lots of enemies, right? And they don't like that. They didn't want you to be an enemy, but you create an enemy by interfering and selling weapons to their enemies, right? And when you know they're in wars all the time and they can have suicide bombers, when you do that, you prepare yourself, right? So obviously America, after they've attacked each other, might have to go in and finish the job, right? As that's what they've done, as they might get attacked and have threats since all the things they've already done so far. That's why they say we hate America, right? They hate all the things that stop them for doing their freedom and their ways that will not harm, right? That's what I agree with, right? They're different in how they believe and how they do things. They might have different medications and stuff like that. But as long as they're not harming people or taking people's free will away, which what country is doing that now, to the America's ability anyway, that's what they want, right? But we're all getting controlled in certain areas, and they've been getting controlled for a long time and never succeeded because people don't see. Countries rather help with bombs, but they'll never help to get farms going and help their economies. When we see more of that, right? And peace talks and give them what they want, but they can't get that. They only believe that they can get money by wars, right? But anyway, besides all that, because of that dome and the protection, and they can't retaliate, they're shooting rockets and they're going to get shot down. They're going to realize that, right? They're going to go, oh, Americans always going to supply. They're still supplying. We've tested it. What do you do after that? You're not going to keep sending rockets. You might send a shitload. They might do one retaliation, but they don't want to use up all their rockets. Because the best thing to do, right, is to go, all right, now we see what's going on. Hold your rockets, right? I don't care about if they're bad or whatever. I just do war tactics, right? And if I believe I'm not getting the right information and if I'm seeing something and nothing gives me the right information of what I believe, what I shouldn't help, then I believe I should just give out information to help either one, right? And let them fight it out. But when it comes and give warnings to people of what could come, right? And then if they do it, then I'll be like, well, there you go, right? And what happens, because they're using the Iron Dome, is that you don't want to keep sending your rockets. You'll run out of rockets, but you want to save your rockets for afterwards, right? So you get rid of the threat and then you can rocket again, right? And so what you do is they'll end up sending someone in. They'll have these countries have been put to the brink and have desperate people, right? You even see now that Israel make these desperate people by doing extra things as bad as them, right? And creating people that weren't their enemy, their enemies, like kids. I'm going to get you later, right? And then all you need is a certain group that can go undercover. It's not too hard in a bit of time, and send in a bomb, right? You don't drop a bomb, you bring in a bomb. And when they bring in a bomb, it can be in a bag, all sorts of ways of hiding these bombs. They don't have to look like a bomb in a bag, right? It can be a dirty bomb, or it can be a bit of both. I'd do both, right? Is you'd have a small nuclear explosion. They've got these mini nukes, right? You can at least get one of them. They're portable, and make it dirty. So that way you take out the Iron Dome, cause a whole bunch of shit. And while they're sorting that out, so that's all they have to get in. And it's not really hard to get that in. Definitely if you get a lot of enemies, right? They're willing to, when they've got nothing to lose, they're willing to do that and go, yeah, our country did it. Look, we've got nothing left anyway, right? That's what Gaza could say right now, couldn't they? Right? And what's the world going to do about it? They can't go punish them anymore. Once you take something out that's not punished anymore, they will think of the worst to get you back. That's all they can do. And sometimes the worst is not that hard to do. They just don't do it because of the morals of the rest of the world and how it's seen. But if you take them out and they don't care and they see that no one cares, then there's no morals left, is there? But anyway, good luck out there on how you do your war destructions and who you back up, because after that, they'll also go for their allies, right? Because the allies become as bad as them. See you later.